Today we're going to be talking about everybody's favorite subject, fragrances that don't cost a whole lot of money but have great performance. This is a highly unique video idea that has never been done before. Bargain budget fragrances with great performance. Whoa! Hey friends, Ash here with Gents. Hope you're doing really well. So these are fragrances, assuming you buy them from discounters, that are not going to cost all that much money. So we'll say under $30. All of these from discounters, you can get them for that much. I'm going to kick things off with the cheapest fragrance here. You can get this for under $20. This is going to appeal more to you guys that like old school fragrances. You want that classic powerhouse masculine feel. You want to be a manly man, hair on your chest, drinking a Bud Light. Wait, I don't know that Bud Light. It's from Versace, and it is L'Homme. Citrus, leather, oak moss, basil, and carnation are some of the notes in the fragrance, and that carnation really kind of gives it away. You can go back and look at lots of fragrances that came out around this time frame, and carnation was in probably 80% of them. Or at least to me, it feels that way. Carnation, where have you gone? Just when the world needed you, you left us. Carnation is the original OG 80s powerhouse men's floral note. This one right here costs next to nothing. This is the cheapest fragrance that you're gonna find in the entire Versace lineup for men at this point. As soon as you spray this bad boy on, you can pick up the leather. It's got that, I know I keep saying it, but it's got that quintessential 80s feel to it. The leather note does. It's reminiscent of the leather that you'll find in something like Polo Green, for example. The fragrance also has a bit of a similarity to Jacques Bogart One Man Show. Now, when I bring up that similarity to Ralph Lauren Polo Green, I'm not talking about the entire fragrance, just the leather. Just want to make sure we're clear on that. This one is going to appeal more to people that like that 80s style of scent. If you're a younger guy, probably sit this one out. Assuming that you like more modern style scents. If you are a younger guy and you love rocking old school stuff, wear yourself out, pick it up. All right, next up, 212 by Carolina Herrera. Now this is gonna be the most expensive scent here. You can get this for about $25, but that's gonna be a 1 ounce size bottle. Ugh. If you want a 50 ml or a 100 ml, you're gonna have to pay up above the $30 threshold for this video that I just came up with. So yeah, it's cheap, but the bottle is small. This one's got green notes, citrus, spices, including ginger and woods as some of the notes in the fragrance. It's also got a bit of muskiness in here as it dries down. This one's really versatile. You can wear this during the day, you can wear this during the evening, you can wear this pretty much year round. It's not so heavy that you can't wear it in warm weather, but it's not a light fragrance, obviously, because it's in this list of good performers, so you can pull it off in cool weather also. Now this one you will see some people say, oh, it's been reformulated, it used to last forever and be so strong, and now it is weak and sad. Even more recent bottlings of this fragrance still have above average performance. Longevity, we're talking 8+ hours. Projection is above average, but it's not monstrous, but easily the performance here is above average all the way around for me. Nowadays, 212 is kind of under the radar a little bit. People don't wear it, don't talk about it quite as much as when it first came out. Next up, let's get a little bit of citrus going on in here. Azzaro Intense from Issey Miyake. This one you can get for under $30 for this 4.2 ounce size bottle. So this one has a lot of citrus notes, including yuzu, which you would expect. There's also incense and papyrus in here. And that's gonna set this one pretty decently apart from the original Azzaro. This is a fragrance that might need to grow on you a little bit. When you first spray this one on, may not be to your liking. Now, if you're lucky, you'll spray it on and right away you'll be like, oh yeah, this works for me. But a lot of people, it doesn't work for initially. Because when you see yuzu and all these other citrus notes in the top of the fragrance, you're thinking, okay, I'm gonna spray this on. It's gonna be super refreshing and brisk and clean and sweet, and that's what mindset you have going in. Then you spray it on and you go, oh, what the hell is this? And that's because the incense and the papyrus come in pretty much right away. Yeah, they're underneath the citrus a little bit when you first spray this on, but the initial blast can be off-putting. Let it settle though. Once it settles on your skin, it smells fantastic. And it gives you a really interesting, different take on a citrusy scent. That incense especially helps give the fragrance more depth, more richness, and more usability year-round. And the performance there, much better than you would expect from a fragrance that most people are going to assume is based solely around citrus. Let's go from one intense to another. Next up, Azzaro Intense. This is another one you can get for under 30 bucks. If at all possible, don't get a tester, because then you're gonna be like me and have a bottle with no cap. Disgusting. Yeah, capless tester bottles. Ugh, hate them. This has brandy, cinnamon, amber, and tonka as some of the notes in the fragrance. So this one's gonna give you this spicy, sweet, boozy vibe right off the top. It's got a good amount of maturity to it, so older guys can definitely rock this one, but it doesn't come across smelling dated. So if you're middle-aged or in your 20s, you can pull this off as well. It is gonna be more of a fall and wintertime fragrance, more of an evening fragrance, night out fragrance. You can wear it formally as well, because even though it has that booziness, it's not the type of booziness that makes you smell like a raging alcoholic. Now, I've never had that issue with fragrances, but I have read from lots of other people where they wore a fragrance with like rum or whiskey as one of the notes in the fragrance, and then everyone accused them of day drinking while they were at the office. And now that I've said that, somebody's gonna get this, wear it to the office, and be accused of day drinking, and they'll blame it on me. Azzaro Intense doesn't get talked about a huge amount, but it is a great killer fragrance for cool weather. Just kind of flies under the radar, and for the price, it smells way more expensive than what you're paying. Another Azzaro is up next. It is Wanted by Night, and this one you can also get for under $30. It's got cinnamon, mandarin, tobacco, and fruits, along with a bit of vanilla in there as well, and a touch of incense. This fragrance is great for pulling compliments, for evenings on the town, for dates, any situation like that. And to top it all off is the performance. I mean, that's what this video is all about, right? For the price that you pay, this is the complete package. Great performance. It's fairly unique as far as designer fragrances go as well, so it helps you stand out while at the same time has that compliment factor that I talked about. It's got that mass appeal. So there's so much to love about this fragrance. It really is just Azzaro hitting a home run, which they don't always do. Azzaro is one of those companies that's kind of hit or miss. It seems like 50-50. Sometimes they come out with a fragrance and you go, man, at discounters, 30 bucks? This is a steal. Whoa. And the other half of the time, they come out with fragrances where you smell it and you go, I hate myself for buying this, and I hate myself for smelling it. So Azzaro is in the business of both building up your dreams and simultaneously crushing them with a good release and then a crap release, and then a good release and then a crap release. All right, let's go with this one next. Lalique Encry Noir à l'Extrême. This one you can get for under $30, but typically that's gonna be a tester bottle. If you want the full presentation, it's gonna be just over 30, like 33, 34 a lot of times. So if the full presentation is important to you, you can get that for an extra $5 or so, but you can still get it under $30. It's gonna be a tester. Vetiver, benzoin, cypress, and elemi as some of the notes in the fragrance. And carrying along in the Encry Noir tradition, this smells amazing. I myself would probably pay $50, $60 from discounters for the Encry Noir fragrances and not think twice about it. I think the quality is there that you could put this on the level with lots of more expensive designers. Again, we're talking discounter prices. So when you can pick these up for $30 and below, it's a steal every single time. So you've got that woodiness that really reins you in from the original Encry Noir revisited right here. Only this time they've added in a little bit of a resinous feel. And you can really just take a look at the coloration of the fragrance right there. It tells you the whole story. That's telling you the story. If you're not listening, that's on you. Look at it. Just look at it. Yes, if you're brand new to fragrances, you might smell Encry Noir, any of them, frankly, and just go, what? When would I wear that? Answer, whenever you friggin' feel like it. That's when you would wear it. Realistically though, most people would say with this fragrance, fall and winter, probably evening time. If you want a high quality fragrance centered around vetiver and cypress with that resinous feel, with a good bit of darkness, but a touch of sweetness to bring everything up and some warmth in there as well. Check this stuff out. It is killer. All right, we're at the final fragrance. This one is from Hugo Boss, and it is Boss in Motion. And this is definitely one of the stupidest bottles that's ever been made, for sure. Like all these others, under $30, and strangely, as of this video, Fragrance X actually has this size, 90 milliliters, as more affordable than their 1.3 ounce bottle. So, yeah. That happens sometimes on discounters, where the large bottle is less expensive than the tiny bottle. I don't know why. They're programming on the back end. Something that needs to be fixed here, guys. Your software is not working right. This one's got orange, pink pepper, cinnamon, cardamom, and musk as some of the notes in the fragrance. This fragrance was quite popular back in the early to mid 2000s. Lots of guys had this, lots of guys wore this. It was a go-to fragrance for tons of people. Obviously nowadays, not quite as much. It's not quite in its heyday anymore, but for the price, it's a very versatile, very usable scent. And if you want something that's a fresh, spicy citrus fragrance that's gonna give you good performance, good longevity, and not cost you very much, absolutely check this out. I despise the atomizer. You can see it right here. You press the bottle at the bottom and there it goes. While this fragrance does not smell overly natural, it is really pleasing and easy to wear. It does trend youthful, so this is gonna be more appealing to younger guys out there. But if you're looking for a versatile scent that covers everything I've talked about, check this out. And that's gonna do it. 7 bargain fragrances with great performance. I think we got a good mix here. We've got a lot of different things going on. All right, guys, it's gonna do it for me. Let me know in the comments below, what are some of your go-to bargain bin fragrances? Fragrances that you love wearing for yourself. Doesn't matter what anybody else thinks about it. I don't even care if it's a fragrance that almost everybody dunks on. If you like it and you got it for next to nothing, let me know what it is. All right, thanks for hanging out with me. Thanks for all your support. Stay safe out there. See you tomorrow with another fragrance video. See ya.